Well, hello there, and today we are doing the sixth leg of the GeoFrauds. Last week we did absolutely terrible, but we didn't do the worst. We are currently in a relegation battle this season, it feels like. I feel like top 8 is kind of out of reach now, but we just got to hope for a good performance and see how we do in this leg. And it's Community World, so hopefully it'll be a nice seed, but the most important thing is doing well in the leaderboard. But I'm doing this very early as always. Still very occupied with a lot of things going on privately. So yeah, let's just have fun, see what happens, and hope for the best. Okay, my first thought was Bolivia. Rounded pole, hills west. I guess makes sense. Does it what direction this road go? It's more like I don't know how. Is it more like east, southeast, southwestish? This makes sense, I guess. Where would I go though? I'll probably go more towards here, I guess. I mean, I think it's Bolivia, but I'm hoping it's not like a Brazil or something, because that will be not good. But in this situation, I'm going to go Bolivia anyway. If it's not, then unlucky. It was Bolivia, but it was really far south, actually. Looks like unless that one's 5k, which I don't think they have. I mean, probably pinpoints for that. I probably should have thought about the south, but I just kind of was thinking about these mountains instead. But it's okay. It's acceptable. Second round, we got Philippines, driving right. Yes. Right, someone called Wow. Wow Wow or something. There's hedge in the middle in case. If we can find Wow, that will be Wow. So there's no way it's gonna be north this, is there? There could be, but I don't think I'm gonna find this. I don't know my tuk-tuk meta, so I think a lot of people will take advantage of this round if it's not a close guess. I think I'm just gonna hedge middle and not risk too much. Hopefully it's not super north. It was just Marahau. It was just wow. Oh, okay. Was it findable? It was quite findable. The WA, I was searching for wow. I mean, 4K, it's okay, but people going on that island are gonna obviously do a lot better there. Okay, we've got a Portuguese poll. I have to go mainland Portugal here. Maybe southern, but is that too much of a risk? It better not be like something outrageous, like um, there's no way it's Madeira or something like that. No chance. Or the Azores. I'm getting a southern vibe. Maybe here's a better hedge because it kind of hedges that and hedges that. If it's on the coast here, then it's fair enough, but I think we could just send this up for the best. Okay, it was actually a fair guess. It's acceptable. Won't be game changing, but it was actually much further away from the coast, so it is what it is, but it's fine. Okay, this is just Jordan, I believe. So like I say, same again, point will get much points. I don't think it's Ant-Man, but I think I'm just gonna send it anyway because I'm not an expert. So let's see. Yep, that's where you just got Ant-Man. No point taking any risks. And final round is Poland. So yeah, unless we get a really good guess here, it might be it. It's really unpredictable. I feel like those who will go on the island are going to benefit more. Is this new camera? It is, so it could be quite a few places. Woodlands. I'll probably just go central, just safe hedge here maybe. It could be more north, but I don't mind this area to be honest. Do the bars say anything? 75. It was a 74, I guess, but I don't know if it means anything, so I don't think you should. I mean, unless it's the E75, I guess, but I think we just send this one and hope for the best. And it was north. Okay, so that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think many people are going to go that location though, so it's probably not going to be as punishing. Maybe people are going more towards low and Warsaw may take a few 100 points, but should it be significant? And we finished on 22k, which is pretty bang average. So yeah, nothing amazing that seed. The main rounds was the Philippines round. I think a lot of people could take points there, but to be honest, I didn't see anything that ruled out the north too much. It was more of a feel. So I think that might be a safe guess to avoid those. So I might do better than those who are risking it more north. This round, I think, is just purely down to those who actually remember that there's a road that exists down there. So that is also probably a big pointer. So those two rounds, it's really what matters. Portugal round, I guess I could take some points, but I don't see it. Poland it's just unlucky, and Jordan just went Ant-Man. So let's just see how everybody else does at the end of the week and hope for the best. Well, hello there, and today we have another video on the GeoFrauds. Last week actually went surprisingly better than I thought. 7th place. At one point we were 3rd, but on the last day we got overtook by a few of the lads. But 7th place was a really good result for a pretty boring seed. And yeah, it kind of helped us kind of get some points away from the bottom 4. But it's still not a big enough gap. And like I say, top 8 is still quite far away. But our main aim this season is just to survive. Most because we've had a bad start, but we might as well jump into the 7th leg, which is a diverse world, so old locations moment. And it should be interesting to see how we do. And if we do bad, then it is what it is. If we do well, then great. But let's play the game. Okay, so this one is Bangladesh, I am pretty sure. A lot of palms is concerning me. So I might hedge here. Because I'm thinking about Chateaugram, but I think that's a bit too risky. So maybe like I hedge here and move on. There's no way this is indoor, so we can just send. Yeah, wise calls. Shame it's just next to Dhaka, probably near the river, but yeah, everyone going Dhaka there. So lost some points there, but hopefully we can get some later on here. Okay, this round I'm actually not sure. To me, this feels northern, but I don't know how north. We've got the Brazilian poles, so I was thinking like Tocantins, something like that. But it could even be here. It's quite sandy, isn't it? I might more hedge northeast here. I don't see any palms, but I don't know where else I would go. My only concern is it's really south, because these fences don't really feel northeast. So maybe I just hedge middle. I don't know. I actually am not sure this round. This can go very wrong. I think if I hedge somewhere around here, it's not too bad. Just hope it's not northeast. It was north, which is a shame. And yeah, I mean, we got about the similar points as everybody else, but yeah, I knew it wasn't purely so. It was Mariahao. Okay, so yeah, I mean, to be honest, I might have got more points going northeast, but it would have been that much anyway. So this round, I'm worried. I think it's New Zealand. But I don't know. No, wait, that is an indoor poll. Is this indoor? What? What is going on this round? No, I'm actually confused. What is this? Think. US, ever US? No. South America could be. I have no idea what this is. I might go Indo because of the pole, but what on earth is this? Let's find out. What? They got Colombia off that? Oh, wow. How's... Oh, that's so... That's gonna be a lot of damage. I thought that was a... I thought that was a... an Indo pole for some reason, but like I say, I was really hedging South America, but I saw Northern Hemisphere, so maybe... But to be honest, Colombia never crossed my mind, so it's not all doom or gloom. This should be... I'm pretty sure this is Surgut. Sand. It's going northwest. Maybe just go somewhere here, but I don't know where the Gen 4... How far the Gen 4 goes up, because it can go pretty far, but it's Gen 3. So maybe I'd go a tad more north, but hopefully it is Surgut, and not one of these really sandy areas elsewhere, because that's my main worry, but I have to go Surgut here. Let's find out. And it exactly was that. Great. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get done there, and Tribota Party got it. It did feel weird, but I'm never going to change my mind there unless I knew something. Maybe there was no Gen 4 on the roads further north. I don't know. I don't really keep up to date with that kind of stuff anymore. But this is a kind of a rough seed, and I have no idea where I'll be placed. I could be bottom at the end of this, but this is Peru, so we know that. It's quite flattish for Peru. So it could. It's not north. There's no way it's north. It could be like just like towards Lima or towards. Yeah, I'm actually don't know where to place this because it's maybe just going safe hedge middle will help here because I don't really know. It's not that mountainous though, so maybe it's like I'm just clutching at straws here. I'll just go here near Lima, and it was south. Nothing went well that seed. We could have. I was thinking south for Peru, but I didn't want to risk it. And we're rock bottom, so that is going to be not a good week. Round 3 really messed me over. Well, hello there. It is now the end of leg 7, and here's my position 13th. Not great. Still risk of relegation, which is quite concerning. Like, it's only 4 points between me and 16th because now it is changed to 3 instead of 4 because one of the people who was in the relegation zones hasn't played enough legs, so they've been automatically removed. So there are 3 automatic relegation places, and the 2 above are requalification, so I have to requalify to get into Division 1. So really I need to need to stay 13th to be honest, to avoid that from happening. But I feel it's possible, I feel it's definitely doable. I'm not in the worst position in the world for that. But in other words, I think the best I can hope for now is probably 12th, maybe 11th if someone's had a real bad week and I've had a really good week. But I guess you never know for the final leg with Scoot World. And yeah, if Phineas is running away with it, I'd be very surprised if he bottles it. To be honest, especially I know it's skewed world, but I think he's pretty much got it in the bag now. And yeah, the top 3, I've absolutely smashed it, and then kind of like 4th to 6th, I kind of further away enough from 7th and 8th. I feel unless they have a bad week that it's possible. And then I feel like everything else is kind of in the middle, not really going to get 4 couplets. So I'm not really going to get that this season. And yeah, leg 7 didn't go well for me. And leg 6 went a bit better, thankfully, because that really has probably helped me stay in the division. That could be a massive difference between me staying here or going down. If we go to Division 2, we've got R1 in the lead by 11 points, so a pretty decent gap between him and Clemu. So it's still possible. There's still a chance, but R1 just needs to do an average week and he's won the league. And then you kind of got Joey 10 points clear of Cookie, so he should be pretty safe in the playoffs at least. Although I think he's in the cup as well, so he's still can get automatically promoted in both ways. And then Cookie, Flamp, and Jake are kind of around the same area. But then again, Lukaku's not too far behind, but it's quite a gap for the final week. And everyone else is kind of in the middle. And the relegation zone, I think Just Being Cause probably going to get relegated, sadly enough. And Pop Guy is kind of in a bad position, but if he continues to perform well, like he's done the last couple of weeks, he could actually clutch um, outside of, kind of avoid relegation. But we just have to see how that plans out. If we move, and obviously, um, R1 won this week and Jake came second, so pretty strong week from them. And then leg six, very different story, a lot of variation. And let's move on to Division 3. So K-pop is, I think, is K-pop technically won it now because the most you can get is 10 points. So yeah, K-pop has won Division 3, so congrats to K-pop, and he's gained automatic promotion to Division 2. So really now it depends on how Aardvark and Halls do, and then again, Joe and Cam are not really far away. I think Cam's probably a bit too far away from the top three, but fourth and fifth, but from Joe, he's probably not far away, and then like I say, Hamfrags, Ryan, and Anne are only 4 points behind Cam at 6 points. So it's really tight from, I would say, fifth to ninth actually, and fourth is reachable for Cam if he has a strong week, and let's say Joe has an off week. So it's going to be interesting to see how that finishes. But yeah, congrats to K-pop for winning the league. And finally, Division 4, we've got Lodi in first, and I think it's a similar story where it's impossible now for him to not drop. So congrats to Lodi for winning Division 4. So he'll be definitely taking part in Division 3 next season if he signs up again. And yeah, so really, second and third are kind of you know got the places sorted. But if you remember, only one gets promoted if so really those two are the playoff places. So really, both Potato and Kaiser are guaranteed the playoffs. So that's pretty handy. And let's say Lodi wins the cup as well, then Potato gets promoted, and then there's a chance of either Arazard and probably Elliot to get into that second playoff position. But that is pretty much it. We'll have a look at leg 7. Arazard got the victory, so well done to Arazard, and leg 6, Kaiser got the win, so congrats to Kaiser. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, it should be really fun seeing what happens in the final leg of the season, and then after that, we'll have the cup competitions finishing off as well. So yeah, see you next time. Equals.